the winding Jukskei River, its lifeblood sucked by unending parasitic pollution. On its caving weary shoulders, piles of trash, some trapped under bridges, arching tree branches not spared either. But for waste pickers like Dorothy Maimani, it's a pitiful sight that cannot be ignored.
We want our place to be clean as much as you see, like the way we're doing like now. That's why like
the 45-year-old has been collecting plastic trash for almost a decade, and she remains earnest and fired up.
I'm concerned because like those trees are meaning something to us because of like more plaking a. We need a like Jukskei River in a little plants and then in a little green and then from more like even like little tourism star on our place is so clean and nice.
Fearless and unflinching, it's all in a day's work.
It's important because we live in this situation like we have some fishes, some plants, also they live. In fact, they can get fresh air.
When we recycle, we get bottles, tin, plastic, glass, and then we separate it at Limbro Park.
But it's a thankless job, and many hands lessen the load.
From here, then we sorted them out. Then we sell them. That's when we get benefit from them.
Different backgrounds, but the common thread is to make a crime-free living.
We don't have jobs these days, but at least if we sorted this thing out, you can give us something to eat, to put something on the table, as far as I can say. If I can tell you, I've been here for as long as 4 years, and my kid, it's been benefiting a lot. Now it's going grade 12 at Pretoria. I'm here, and she's good.
Asifuni ukuyoganga njengoba senza le misebenzi esiyenzayo. Sijabule sithole yonke into esifuna labantwana abalali bangadanga endlini. Abanye bethu siphuza amapilisi, sakwazi ukuthi sikwazi ukulala sidlile endlini njengoba siphuza amapilisi, sikwazi ukuthola ukudla endlini. Yingo lokho kusave, kuyasave impela baba lokudla kwala ekhaya.
Because of the destigmatization or, for instance, the perceptions when you see them. You know, when you work with waste, you get dirty. So people, when they instantly see them, they see them as actually criminals. They're not. And what is important about them is that they divert like valuable, especially recyclable waste away from landfills.
Among Johannesburg's landfills, Robinson Deep, it used to be a flat piece of land. But the landfill is slowly running out of space as trucks thunder in one after another, buckling under thousands of tons of domestic waste, all buried here and morphing into another mountain.
It's a problem. Really, it's a big problem. The site has been running since the early 30s. As far as the climate change is concerned, yes, any landfill site will have an issue with that because of different types of gases that the landfill site will produce. All right. The most detrimental of that, obviously, as we know, is methane.
Sometimes the landfill will burn. Now, with waste burning, that is one of the most dangerous things because not only it will release or continue to release methane, but then now you've got these toxic fumes. Now, think hard about the communities, you know, for instance, residing next to it or around that landfill. What does that mean for them?
A reality weighing heavily on management, and it seems the battle has just begun.
There are syndicates at operation, and I'll name a few. Kaya Sand is a perfect example where we have illegal dumpers operating with the permission of illegal dump site operators. And that's where we need the assistance of law enforcement agencies.
Until then, the city will continue skating on the thin ice and living on the edge. But it's a fight frontliners like Maimani and her team will not shy away from, in a bid to protect the environment for future generations, giving commodities and products a second life. It's an admirable effort with climate benefits. Collect, convert, and reuse, freeing landfill sites from overdumping and slowly restoring the city's skyline. And that's not a load of rubbish. Mareketla Motlabe, SABC News, Johannesburg.